Do I regret trading in my very nice, very fancy Sony A7 IV for two? So we did something a little bit crazy. We traded in our Sony A7 IV. Now, don't get me wrong, we love our camera and, I think it really served us well, but lately we've been craving something that's lighter, faster, and something that just feels more grab and go. With that, let me introduce you to our new camera setup. Let me flip the camera here. Introducing the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So today we're going to do something a little bit different than what we usually do on our channel. We're going to do a quick unboxing of what this Osmo Pocket 3 looks like. And we're not going to spend too much time on the details because there are a lot of creators out there who have put out amazing, super in-depth spec videos. So we're not going to reinvent the wheel. What we are going to focus most of this video on is a real-life field test of how it performs, how easy it is to use, some of the, if there are any pain points, and I'll be sure to share a summary of that, our initial experience with it, at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. By the way, if you're dying to know what the audio and image quality is on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, a little bit of a plot twist. I've been filming this entire video so far on the Osmo Pocket 3. Why? Because we actually got two, his and hers. So, yep, I am filming now on my phone camera just to show you guys. I am holding the Osmo Pocket 3, and we are going to film the rest of this unboxing video with the second Osmo Pocket 3. Quick context here. We actually bought the Osmo Pocket 3 for each of us because we're planning to do a lot more international travel, and our upcoming trip to France was our first big test. I filmed this unboxing video before we went on our trip, but I waited to post it until after we got back so that I could actually use the camera every day and see how it performed in real travel conditions before coming back to report to you guys. I'll drop in some France footage as we go, and I'll share with you what changed in my opinion and what didn't after everything's said and done. So in this video, you will get my initial impressions and my feedback now that I've been using the camera for a while. So let's get back to that unboxing. All right, without further ado, the Osmo Pocket 3 being filmed on an Osmo Pocket 3. So a little bit meta there. So right away we see this travel case, which contains the camera itself and most of the accessories that are included in the creator combo. Right away, the case actually feels really premium. All right, the main attraction, the camera itself. As you can see, it's really light, it's really compact. It's just about the size of my hand, and my hand's not that big, so really portable. So this piece here is actually an extension handle and a battery pack. So it acts as a little bit of an extension handle, and it boosts your battery life by, I think, an extra couple of hours. It's always nice to have that extra bit of juice. So I think that's a really great addition to the creator pack. And if you just want a handle, but you don't want, or you don't need the battery component just yet, you can actually add just a little micro handle, a little kind of a squarish piece that you can add right here, mount it on a selfie stick, or just mount it on a rig or something like that. There's a cold shoe mount, so it actually comes with this little foldable tripod, and extend it, and you can just set this on any table, any flat surface, and it's a great little tabletop tripod that you can mount right onto your camera. Next, and certainly not least, is the DJI Microphone 2, which is amazing. It's the one that I'm using right now. It comes with a little, I know it's called a dead cat, but this is so tiny. Maybe it's like a dead mouse. Hopefully that doesn't make it too gross for you, but it's a wireless microphone, and this is a little wind guard that you can just click onto that. and you just power it on and it automatically syncs to your camera, which is amazing. Other things in the creator pack, you get a USB-C charging cable, which is great. You get this big plastic thing, which is a cover. This is a place where you can store a couple of the lenses that are included. It includes a wide-angle lens and a black pro mist lens. Carry them right in the case. And when you're unboxing this, make sure to, there's a little tiny, almost like a secret pocket on the side here, and that's where these teeny tiny lenses are. One other important thing that I'm glad that they include is a little wrist strap. But enough chit chat, let's take this out for a spin. All right, so this is what it's like to walk with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Hopefully it's not too bumpy. But yeah, it's actually a beautiful day here in Napa for November. It's a little bit actually on the warm side. I'm wearing a jacket, but I don't think I actually need it. There's also a lot of road noise here behind me, a lot of loud cars, so it'll be interesting to see how much of that background noise the microphone picks up here on my lapel. I actually don't have the noise canceling or noise isolation feature enabled, but kind of just want to get a sense, get a feel for what the settings are for the camera right out of the box. So we'll kind of test that out and see how this comes out. But I'm excited to show you guys Napa Oxbow. Before I do, check this out. So these are the gardens at CIA at Cobia. So this is the Culinary Institute of America. I'm really excited to see how this DJI Osmo Pocket 3 works. It's sort of a run and gun setup, and I think the Oxbow market is a great place to test this out because there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of different colors and lighting situations, different sounds. So I think it's going to be a fun little way to experiment with what this camera can do. Wow, there's a lot of cool restaurants here. Rocky street food, coffee, it's on our right, some olive oil, specialty olive oil, and Nuts Chocolates is really good. I've actually had their peanut brittle before. Oh, here it is. And it's amazing, like it's super addicting. So there's a lot of great vendors here in the Oxbow market. And if you're looking for something that's, you know, local, authentic, Oxbow is a great place to go, especially now that it's going to be fall and winter time. If it's rainy out, this is a great indoor one-stop shop for lunch or dinner, drinks. and little souvenirs that you can take back home with you. So I'm here at Sumo Dog, and I am having the classic Sumo Dog. And it's spicy mayo, some chopped up onions here, nori, and furikake, and I'm excited to try their signature dog. Really delicious. The spicy mayo is a little subtle. I love onions on a hot dog, and the bun is just this delicious sweet bun. So I would give this a 10 out of 10. All right, so one of my toxic traits is that I can't have a savory without a sweet. So I'm kind of wrapping up my afternoon here at Oxbow with a little sweet treat from Kara's Cupcakes. This is a Meyer lemon cupcake, and I love a little sweet treat indulgence. Oh, and there's like a little, I think this is a turkey, because it's almost Thanksgiving. No. So now I know why it's called the Myers Lemony Lemon. The Myers Lemony Lemon. Not only is it a lemon cupcake with lemon frosting, but there's also like lemon custard inside, and it is really good. Oops, and there's a bug on it. It's nature. Took the piece off where the bug was, so I think we're good. I think basically all the audio of this will just be me going, yum. That's okay. We'll see if the microphone picks it up. All right, so that's it for our afternoon here in Oxbow. I hope you guys got a good idea of all the different things to eat, drink, and see here in Oxbow. And if you ever get a chance to come down yourself, I highly encourage you to. Okay, so we are back from our field test of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So let's get to it. Let's talk about pros, cons, and overall what our assessment is after our initial test. So let's start with the positives. First of all, the reason we got this camera is because we wanted it to be light, portable, and just easy to use, and it's all of those things right out of the box. One of the selling points for us of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is it's super lightweight, it's super portable. I just put this in my purse. I love that it's point and shoot. You see this little red button? All you have to do is press this little red button, hit it again, and boom, you are recording. And just being able to capture little moments on the fly, I think, is a really great benefit of this camera. Another benefit that I really appreciate about this is that it's pretty discreet. It's kind of tiny. I just set it up. I can drink my coffee, have my little croissant, and it's not this huge professional camera setup that calls a lot of attention. A little bit more comfortable taking it out, or as you saw from the video, I was sitting at the lunch counter at Sumo Dog, and I felt safe having the camera set up there, and I didn't feel super self-conscious about it. So if you are a shy vlogger, this is highly recommended by us. Just for that reason, you can feel a little bit less self-conscious about filming in public. And after using this camera all over France, I still think that's completely true. It's small, discreet, and it makes it easy to film even in a restaurant without a giant camera on a tripod drawing attention. As for cons, I think I need to dive a little bit deeper into what the settings are, because there were times when I couldn't get the camera to point in the right direction. It just kept auto tracking, so that's a me problem. I need to familiarize myself with the settings a little bit better. Yep, I can confirm that was not a camera issue, that was a me issue not knowing how to disable the tilt lock. And just like the statue at the Louvre that we took some footage of a couple of weeks ago, the camera was just perpetually looking upward. But figure out the buttons and you should have no problem. My recommendation would be, obviously, if you're planning to get this camera, if you're planning to take it on a trip, um, definitely unbox it before you leave. Play around with it, have a couple of practice sessions just so you get a feel for the camera, the functions, and so you can make sure that it does exactly what you want it to do. A second issue I had was with the carrying case. So, first of all, I'm glad that they provide one. I think it's really important, especially because this camera has this exposed lens and it's very small and delicate. Keep it in your case if you're not using it. If you're putting it in your bag, use the case. But one thing that I added to my setup, and that's not on this right now, but I actually purchased on Amazon a magnetic mount. So it's a little extra case that goes around it, and I can attach it to things. And so that's actually how I'm recording this right now. This is the camera that I'm talking to is mounted on my umbrella stand. So all you need to do is find a metal surface, and you basically have a built-in tripod. With the magnetic mount on the camera, it does pose a little bit of a challenge to putting it back in the case. It's a little bit snugger, but beyond the snugger fit, I found that the little lens on the camera moves around a lot, and you just have to be very careful about putting it in the case and making sure that it's in there and not exposed. So one additional caveat that we noticed when we were using this camera in France is that the zoom is limited to 2x. So if you're trying to get a shot of something like the Mona Lisa from across the room or something else really far, this probably isn't the camera for that if you're trying to get a really close-up shot. It really shines for up-close vlogging and capturing scenery, but zooming in on distant objects is just not one of this camera's strengths. But that's it. Those are our initial impressions. So would we recommend this? I would say yes. Who would I recommend this to? I would recommend this to any content creators out there who want a very streamlined, out of the box ready setup. I would recommend this for shy bloggers. I would recommend this for someone who wants an inconspicuous setup, someone who I think this would also be great for solo content creators. So I've shot this entire video by myself. It's my day off and Grant is working. So this is also a great way to prove that you don't need a buddy, you don't need a partner to film you. You can just do everything with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, especially if you get that magnetic mount. I've been mounting it to different surfaces and it's nice to just not be constantly just like in selfie mode or tabletop mode, but to get different perspectives as well. So if you guys are interested in that magnetic mount, we'll have a link to that in our description if you want to check it out for yourself. Our final parting thought is, do I regret trading in my very nice, very fancy Sony A7 IV for two DJI Osmo Pocket 3s? No, so far so good. I'm actually really excited that we are able to check out these new tools. And I think the whole point of content creation is that it should be fun. If your current setup, if your current tools become an obstacle to you to actually creating content, then that is antithetical to the point, right? If your setup is too heavy, too cumbersome, you're afraid that it'll get stolen because it's too darn expensive and fancy and calls too much attention, then maybe think of other options that might make it a little bit easier for you to go out there and shoot. So I actually think this is worth repeating. The best camera setup is the one that you'll actually use and enjoy using. And that's been the biggest takeaway for us with the Osmo Pocket 3. It's so easy and so intuitive that it genuinely made creating content feel fun again. Having one camera each also changed how we filmed. We could capture our own perspectives, share the load, and just stop feeling like one person had to get every single shot. And honestly, it unlocked moments we never would have filmed otherwise, like racing each other to the bottom of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, each filming our own perspective.
As fast as I could with, you know, wet steel. So, I certainly didn't want to trip, but if it was dry, I could have gone maybe a minute or two faster.
That's something we definitely would not have done with a larger camera. Those are my 2 cents. If you guys have any questions how this is going so far, or any other questions that you may have about our impressions of it, let me know in the comments below. Thanks!